Good afternoon. I felt like sitting on the floor. Wanted to do something different. There's no reason for it. Just wanted to sit in a different location. I was bored. I have seen giant spiders around here before though, so if I suddenly run away from camera screaming like a little girl, that'll probably be why. Not that I won't totally edit that out and not get dragged for the rest of my life via the internet. What's up, everybody? How's it going? I'm Miles. Welcome back to the channel. I have the fan off, so it's kind of hot, so don't mind my glow. It's that I'm dying underneath a bunch of lights, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, I'm finally making another update video. The last time I did one of these, it was after I'd reached 300 subs on YouTube, and here we are at over 800. So it's been a little while. It's been a little while, and I apologize for that, but I've been busy. A lot of things have been going on since that video. I imagine things are busy for you as well, or at least life is more complicated, because I definitely have more complications than I do work at times. But let's talk about it. So I guess the first thing to really say is, number one, thank you guys if you've subscribed to the channel, if you've been here, if you're one of the day ones or anything like that. I appreciate you guys and the support. Special thank you to all of you that are supporting me on Patreon. Your support helps make these videos work a lot better. I'm able to put more time and effort into it, going out and being able to invest in better equipment for my computer so I can put together better things and just other things towards lessons and whatnot so that I can put together the best videos I possibly can, no matter what. So to all of you guys, thank you. So I guess I'll start off with just talking about some of the stuff that I've been up to in regards to the channel and just musician career stuff and anything in general. It's been an interesting time courtesy of the lockdown and quarantine, especially now that it's summertime because, as a musician, as I'm sure some of you out there probably know, summertime is like money time. Go out, play some gigs, playing summer weddings, playing bar gigs, doing all these different things just to pick up some extra cash. And that's especially true for people like me who teach most of the year, and then summer, everything kind of dies down because your students go on vacation and whatnot. So I've been trying to continue doing as many lessons as I can online, doing a lot of stuff on Zoom. If you didn't see it already, I made a video talking about how to facilitate that sort of process a little bit better and make it something that's more accessible. But yeah, it's been okay. I've also been working from home mostly for my jobs, and I'm happy to say that I've had that resource available to me because I know that not everyone does. But it certainly has its ups and downs. I'm back to work in person at one job, and that's been awkward because I'm still doing indirect lessons. So I'm teaching from like an iPad at the store, and my coworker that works in the room next to me is a drum teacher, so it's not always the quietest, but we make it work. Fortunately, everyone's been really patient and understanding, so it's been good. In regards to my other job, I recently did a webinar sort of thing where I was speaking to a group of students about improving their presence on social media and how to get better at that sort of thing. And like just being an artist that's putting out music and being creative in 2020, how to go about doing it and being successful with it, and what goes into things like a YouTube channel. It definitely gave me some time to really look back and think about how my process occurs as far as putting together videos and what I think other people are gonna watch and stuff like that. Because when it comes to me putting together videos, I've had videos where I was at 95% completion as far as editing and then delete the whole thing because I just didn't like it. I would watch it back, and the question I ask myself is this good? Do I find this entertaining, interesting, informative, whatever? And if the answer is no, and there's no editing out those parts to kind of make the bulk of it something better, I just scrap it. And not necessarily throwing away the ideas attached to that video, but the video itself gets thrown away, and then I save those ideas for future stuff. So I guess one of the things that I forgot to mention in that whole thing was just that when it comes to being creative and putting together something like a YouTube channel where you're constantly putting out creative endeavors in hopes that someone out there will see them and like them, kind of treat it like you're just creating stuff to throw it away. Don't get too attached to the things that you're doing, and don't think of any creation that you're working on as your magnum opus. It's something that you're making right now. You could be proud of it, but it's not a child. You don't have to hold on to it. I get it. I get that whole process of feeling that way. I used to feel that way when it came to songwriting. And then after a while, it just felt like I don't need to be this connected to stuff, because you got to give yourself room to be able to create more stuff further down the line. So I guess if any of you out there that are watching this were in that webinar, keep that in mind as well. So that really basically was all that I was up to as far as the lockdown period of time. I started working on some new music of my own, like with Our Fears, my band, and also just kind of some stuff on the side for myself, because I'm trying to expand my musical palette a little bit. But from there, I guess the question now is, what's next? And as far as what's next for this channel, I want to do kind of a revamp on everything. Not necessarily completely reformat everything, but I want to go back to what I originally started this channel with, doing lessons, doing more sort of like educational based things. I'm still going to keep doing things like the reaction videos, because the way that I'm doing them, I'm trying to be more analytical about it rather than just reactive. I'm really not that expressive of a person anyway. I'm not going to hear a cool part in the song and be like, whoa! So I'd rather talk about the things that work in that song and what don't. But in addition to that, I also want to do some more like sort of deep dive stuff. I want to talk about different avenues within the music industry, like in terms of young people that are looking for jobs, and what kind of options you have available to you, which ones are good ones, which ones are not. And I'm still gonna do more cover songs as well. In fact, I got a couple that are gonna be ready to go probably next week or so. I just need to sit down and actually record vocals and organize everything. It's just that with the kids being home, that's been a challenge to try to work around in one respect. But also, every time that I say that I'm gonna go and practice vocals, or I'm gonna go sing something, or I'm gonna track vocals for something, my body just decides that now I'm gonna get a sore throat. Now I'm gonna get strep throat. Now I'm gonna get an ear infection. And now that I said sing like 3 times, I'm probably gonna be sick tomorrow. But it's okay. My throat's already sore. It's gonna happen.
And yeah, this is me, present day, sick, loving it. It's great. So awesome. I'm so happy.
But don't worry, all this stuff is coming. Oh, it's so hot. There might be some other expansions on the channel as well. I mean, the most recent one that I've added to my repertoire of things that I want to do on here are the reaction videos, which started off without any problems at all. That was a weird situation, because I was literally sitting at work in a lesson, and all of a sudden I look over at my phone and I see them getting a bunch of notifications from YouTube, and I don't ever have that happen. My channel really isn't that big at all. And so whenever I do get a notification, it's usually like 1 or 2, and it's in regards to a previous video that I've had out for like months or even a year or so. And I'm grateful for it. I try to respond back to everyone, but in this case, it was a lot of people. And then I read the comments and they all said that Ronnie Radke was mad at me, and I was like, that's new. And it just escalated out of nothing, really. I mean, I don't know how it got misconstrued from a clip from the movie Step Brothers, that it was me saying, Ronnie Radke, I want to punch you in the face. Which I'm sure someone's going to edit and throw out somewhere on the internet, and I'm just going to get in trouble all over again, but whatever. I liked the song, and pretty much I'd say 90% of what I said in that video was positive. So I don't get it. And what made it worse was that, like, I still have people that leave comments that are like, oh, bro, you got roasted. And I don't know if I got roasted. I mean, like, I shaved my beard because I gotta wear a mask when I go out, because I'm working at my real job. But yeah, like, okay. I didn't know goatees were bad. Coming from a guy whose main look in all of his videos is like early Trent Reznor, like, I don't know, you really want to come off and give me a hard time about a goatee? I wish I could grow a goatee just so I could say I have one, look ridiculous for a day, and then shave it. But like, no. But yeah, like, any comments that he said, I was just like, okay, fine, whatever. I don't care. I don't want to come off as like rude about it, but like, I have so many more important things to worry about in my life. I don't really care what this dude over here thinks of me and what I think of his song. It was just really weird to me, because it's like, why would you sincerely think that I'm giving an honest critique of someone else's appearance? Like, look at me. I look like I kissed a moving train. Why would I say that anyone else is not up to my standards of appearance, of beauty? So, I don't know, whatever. I was trying to shrug off the whole thing, but I still felt like I should just do my part to let him know that I'm not trying to cause any hard feelings or anything. So I'd sent him an apology on Instagram, like in his DMs, just being like, yo, man, I didn't mean to ruffle anyone's feathers or anything like that. So like, I hope you understand. And then your boy blocked me. So I don't know who out there is in touch with Ronnie Radke, but like, you might want to get him a Band-Aid because your boy sounds hurt.
Are you triggered?
But anyway, moving on from that. As far as the reaction videos, I'm gonna keep doing them. I'm welcome to suggestions from all of you. I appreciate the suggestions that I've gotten so far, and I'm gonna get to them. The thing is just that like, I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm looking at like a suspension or a deletion of my channel because I'm getting copyright claims left and right. I don't know enough about how YouTube goes about this stuff to really understand it and just do whatever I want with it. So I'm gonna do some research, I'm gonna figure it out, and I'll go from there. The last video that I sped up, I don't wanna say it was a bad song, and it wasn't a bad song. Like I said before, I'm just not very expressive in my reactions. I just like to try to spell out the things that I think are working in the song. But if there is something that catches my ear within the song, I'll show that. I won't just like fast forward through it. So I don't know. I also think that there's no way that I'm ever gonna make everyone happy, so I'm not really motivated to try. So that's a whole other thing. But yeah, if you have suggestions for songs, feel free to leave a comment, reach out to me on social media and say like, yo, check this song out. And I'll check it out. I don't mind. So there's that. As far as what I am hoping for the channel in the future from here, I think at this point, my next real objective is just to try to get to 1,000 subs, which I'll hopefully be able to do before the end of the year. I mean, it's crazy to think about it because like, I kind of made this channel as a resource for my previous job because I was tired of seeing kids that were playing songs that I knew and I had been teaching for years, playing them incorrectly because someone else taught them the wrong way how to play it. So I figured I would just post up a couple videos of these songs and make it available for anyone and everyone. And I also saw that there's a lot of songs that don't have any sort of video that's explaining how to play it, especially some of the stuff that's like just really weird, which is why a lot of the videos I started off with were like Smashing Pumpkins or Rage Against the Machine, things that you won't necessarily be able to find tabs for. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do more of that kind of stuff and do some more expansion based off that same sort of idea and see what comes of it. And you know, if there's anything that you guys want to see in particular along the way, feel free to let me know. But other than that, I'm really just grateful that you guys have been here and have been supporting everything that I've been doing. It's been really cool, and it means a lot to me to be able to put a video out on YouTube and then start getting responses from people, critiques on things I've put out. Like, I don't care about negative criticism, that's fine, as long as it's constructive. And I'm happy to take the good and the bad and the ugly, like bring it all on. I'm willing to take it. And whatever I can do to improve this channel so that more people can enjoy it, I'm happy to do that as well. But for now, I thank you guys for being here, and I look forward to the future. I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening as we go further down the line. Looking forward to 1,000 subs. And yeah, hope you'll continue taking this ride along with me. All right? I'm gonna go turn the fan on now because it's incredibly hot. Continue to wear a mask out in public if you have to go out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Take it easy. Peace.